Hey everybody. Today we're going to be talking about how to go from a completely empty content calendar to something that has some consistency and structure for a typical SaaS company in just a few minutes with Assembly. As a reminder, I'm Jeffrey. I'm one of the co-founders for Assembly. Assembly is a social media management platform primarily built for SaaS companies. And yeah, let's get into it. So I think that taking a look at the doc here, we've put together like a very oversimplified content strategy for maybe a typical SaaS company. This is obviously light on more kind of creative campaign stuff that we think often happens more one-off or as needed. And it's more just about defining some of the more structured recurring posts that start to fill up the calendar and that we want to do more consistently, right? A little bit of a mix of product marketing as well as some kind of personal posts from the founders, case studies, stuff like that. So yeah, let's say that we have like for this typical SaaS company, maybe like changelog that goes out once a week, customer testimonials that go out once a week on a bunch of different channels. The founder tries to post once a week as well. And then we have a case study that needs to go out as well. And let's say that I'm managing all of this content, right? So let's hop over to Assembly. And the first thing we can do is start just scaffolding this calendar with all of this stuff. So let's create a changelog. This changelog will go out on LinkedIn and Twitter, and it goes out every Monday, right? And now let's make this something that's recurring by duplicating it. So it'll recur once every week, and let's just set it up for the next month. Maybe let's say after a month, we'll want to actually go back and revisit and see whether or not this is working well. So in just a second, the posts get created, and now we have this changelog that's kind of happening every week. Let's go ahead and create the next post, which I think is on Thursdays. We will do a customer testimonial. And so let's go ahead and create that. And let's actually give this a label, give it this customer testimonial label that I had just created, which I'm noticing I just created a typo, but that's okay. And let's just call this, we'll actually click in this post, sample customer testimonial quote, and then like more details about the customer. And I'm just including this in here as like some loose scaffolding so that we know the format whenever we go in and we actually fill this out. But let's go ahead and cross-post this to Twitter, and we'll also do TikTok and YouTube Shorts as well, because let's say that we get video content. Similar to before, we're just going to batch duplicate this. We'll have it recur every week and then finish after 4 instances. So now let's take a look at what's next, right? The founder post and the case study. So let's do the founder post first. Every Thursdays, we'll have a post go out from the founder account. So let's hop back on over to Assembly, and we'll create a new post on Thursdays, and we'll be founder post, right? And we can just leave this as a placeholder title. And what we can do is when we go into the post, we can just switch the account. I've gone ahead and connected my personal account. And we can just fill in founder post here. Again, you can also use the notes section or comments or any of that good stuff, but I think for speed purposes and ease purposes, this is also totally fine. I'm gonna cross-post this to Twitter. Let's say that those are really the only 2 channels that I use for founder posts. And so we'll go ahead and batch duplicate this as well. And then take a look at the last thing, which is, okay, so case studies, let's say these go out once per month, but this goes out on a ton of different channels, similar to the customer testimonial, right? So let's just say it goes out on the 15th every month. We'll call it a case study placeholder. We'll give it a case study label. There we go. And we'll cross-post this to all of those channels that we talked about, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Perfect. And then we will have this, we will have this batch duplicate as well at the same recurrence. Oh, actually, let me change it to every month. There we go. So yeah, just like that, I think this will finish creating in a second, and you'll see that we now have this kind of content calendar that's scaffolded. I can go to kind of different weeks, and you'll see all of that content and these posts already exist there. And that way, on a weekly basis, I can kind of just go in, start to fill out some of this content, and be ready to go in terms of posting and in a better place with content. Awesome. Let us know any questions.